Colossians 3:15 says, "Let the peace of Christ be in control in your heart, for you were in fact called as one body to this peace, and be thankful." This is part of my series going through Colossians 3:8 to 16. We're rounding up. We're in verse 15 now. We now have this charge from Paul, focus on peace, and not so much peace around you, but peace within you. Let the peace of Christ be in control in your heart. That is such a subtle statement because it's like almost intangible. The peace of God be in your heart. The rest of God be at rest within you, within yourself. He said, "For you were in fact called as one body to this peace." The priority of peace cannot be overemphasized. Being settled within you, being calm within. Paul calls it a calling, meaning that is not a starting point. It's a calling. It's directional. That is why we have the Bible saying somewhere else, "Pursue peace with all men and holiness, without which no man can see God." The calling is for us to have peace within us. To let the peace of Christ be in control. For something to be in control means you are giving priority to it. All the systems of your life, if you have a ship, if you have an airplane, you have different systems. The one in charge of all the systems of your life, the controlling factor, the reasoning factor, how you reason about things. In the book of 1 Corinthians, when Paul was talking about if the unbelieving spouse, wife, husband doesn't want to stay with the believing spouse or husband, then it should let it happen, because God has called you to peace, not to argument, not to winning an argument medal, but peace is a calling. To recognize that peace is a calling is something that we need. We need that recognition. We need that foundational understanding in us that peace is a calling. You can't create anything in an atmosphere of disorder. And what is the church if not a forward-moving, creative expression of God Himself? Without peace, nothing is going to happen. You're not going to build anything. And you see that happen in creation. And then we have the chaos in the Garden of Eden. Not the chaos in the environment now, but the chaos within, where peace with God, peace with others became sacrificed on the altar of self-will. Look at all this thing we've been mentioning here. It's letting go of your self-will for the will of God. That's what we've been talking about from Colossians 3:8 downwards. Letting go of your own will for the will of God. So we see that calling for peace. Even from the beginning, understand that peace has to be in control, in your heart, in charge. Embrace that peace. Focus on that peace. You need that peace. Nothing is going to happen without that peace. It's a calling. Let the peace of God be in control in your heart, for you were in fact called as one body to this peace. God bless you. See you later.